He died October 31st, 86 years ago today, but there is still a fascination with Harry Houdini and his work. The magician ordered everything destroyed when he died, but that did not happen. Now a Fort Worth man has rooms full of memorabilia, and GMT's Shannon Powell-Hart got the chance to take a look inside.
It's a straitjacket worn by Harry Houdini and part of one of the largest collections of Houdini items. But it's not located in a museum. It's located in the home of a Fort Worth man. And that Fort Worth man, his name is Arthur Moses. Arthur, hi.
Hi.
How many items are we talking about?
About 4,500 items.
Items used, related, and owned by the great magician Harry Houdini. Moses' fascination started after reading a book in 7th grade.
I remember a few books as a youngster.
Now there are thousands of very precious books on his shelves. Some are even signed by the great escape artist.
I've got anything from books and magazines, autographs, posters, some of his personal effects, handcuffs that were in his collection, keys that were in his collection, some movie memorabilia.
There are more than pictures here. Insurance policies, invitations, notes, all gently and safely tucked away.
I've been very fortunate. I would have never thought I would have the collection that I have. It's been collected pretty much piecemeal, one at a time, not in a big bulk of a purchase of a collection, but you know, you buy one here, two there, by going through dealers, auctions, private sales.
After 30 years of scouring the world, Moses is still hooked on the Magic Man.
Just his whole enigma. I mean, there's never been someone before or since him with the bravado and with the showmanship that was the package.
This straitjacket was a part of Houdini's show. Moses says he acquired the well-known item after writing an article in a magician magazine.
Shortly thereafter, got a call from an older gentleman that basically they were moving to Florida. He was retiring. He had worked for Houdini's brother, who was also a magician. Houdini had another brother, Houdini, and Houdini had given him this, and he basically said, my wife says, I can't take this with me.
The Houdini collection has expanded from 1 room into 3 rooms in Moses' Fort Worth home.
This is the entry door to my study. This is a glass etching of Houdini, standing full height at 5'4".
And I'm 5'7", so this is it.
Yep.
You would only come up to right here, honey.
Just about.
So he wasn't a very big man at all.
He wasn't tall. He was very, very muscular because he was constantly working out, constantly, and he needed that body strength.
These treasures caught the eye of well-known Houdini collector and magician David Copperfield, who actually stopped by to compare notes one night.
I think he enjoyed himself. I mean, it was probably 7 or 8 years ago, and we sat down, and you know, he just wanted to look, see what I had, and we had a nice, pleasant chat.
And a prized piece that no one else owns but Moses?
The monogram pajama pocket that he was wearing when he died, that's certainly a pretty cool piece, a unique piece.
Everything here is unique, but Moses says he's not a fanatic, just a glassmaker who has the honor of owning some of Houdini's items.
It's an interesting charge because I'm just a caretaker, and I realize I have to take care of what I have. Someone owned it before me, and someone will own it after me. And so there's a big responsibility, I think, that goes with that.
Now, Harry Houdini died of a ruptured appendix on Halloween 1926. He promised his wife, Bess, that he would try to communicate with her from beyond the grave. So a seance is held each year on the anniversary of Houdini's death. So tonight, the seance will be held right here in North Texas, actually in Fort Worth at the Masonic Center. This is an event, I tell you, and it starts at 8:15 with the seance starting at 9:15. Tickets are still available for those who want to attend. Just go to HoudiniSpeaks.com for information. So far, Houdini has not been contacted in the 86 years since his death, but items from Moses' collection will be in the room tonight. It should be really interesting, Carrie, because Houdini actually performed in Fort Worth back in 1916 and also again in 1923. So there's a little bit of history that brings him back here.
I didn't know so many things about him.
I learned more than I ever thought I would learn.
I'm sure that was a lot of fun.
I had a really good time, and Moses had some really interesting pieces. He had actually a plate that was made from a newspaper clipping, and it was like 20 pounds, and he had like several of those that were used back then. They make them, actually engrave them, toss them out, but he had some wonderful pieces.
Certainly is a legend, even to this day.
Yes.
Thanks, Shannon.